Varsity Boys Basketball matchup between the Newberry Indians and your Manistique Emeralds. And I'm going to ask everyone to able to please stand. Gentlemen, remove your hats. Veterans, render the appropriate salute as we play your national anthem.
It is up 123 FM in my Manistique. Dan Hardenbrook, glad to have you along from the Boniface Gymnasium here in the Emerald City. Ready for tonight's starting lineups in the boys varsity contest. That is not Marco Juarez. That, in fact, is Keegan Martin. Somebody gave athletic director Nate Zarambra the wrong sheet. There we go. Kennedy DePew out with Keegan Martin.
Number 20, Matthew Rahali.
Matthew Rahali comes out next.
And number 34, Blake Doak.
Aguiar was not with the starters. Things a little confusing because Diego Caballero may not start for the Indians, may not play, battling a foot injury, which leaves the shorthanded varsity Indians with one last good guy. The Emeralds go with Parker Graffos, Bryce Blix, Seth Mersnick, Wyatt DeMars, and Elmer Zeller. Nate Moulton coaching the Indians. Todd Kangas coaching the Emeralds. And here we go, ready for this one. So it's Martin, Aguiar, Rahali, DePew, and Blake Doak. Martin, the freshman, to jump it up with Zeller, joined by Graffos, Demers, Blix, and Mersnick. Indians, only a couple of wins on the season. Manistique hasn't had many more. They saw each other once earlier, plus in the holiday tournament here over Christmas break. Indians did get a win in this building during that tournament in the third place game. Shot no good. Here comes Kennedy DePew as we are just underway Apologize for the audio issues here at the start. Hopefully got those fixed. 2-2, 6:20 to go here in this one. Bucket good. Kennedy Depew with a quick four. The Indians get their first lead of the night. Up the floor. Now the Emeralds will settle in. Merznick. Demers. Now Zeller. He can stretch the floor. Nice cut and a layup for Merznick. Good. Back and forth battle here in the opening minutes. Depew to Dope. Left corner three. Good for Blake Dope. Inside, an attack. Balanced start for the Emeralds. Grafos, Demers, and Merznick each with two. Depew fouled. He should be shooting here. And a 7-6 ball game with 5:19 to go here in the first. Free throw good. Depew with 5 right off the bat for the Indians. They're on top 8-6. Been playing pretty good basketball. Got down big last week in the Sioux, rallied from a 19-point deficit to tie up the game in the third before fading down the stretch. They recently pushed Rudyard to the limit. The lack of depth has really hurt the Indians because they just haven't had enough in the tank to hold the leads that they've built. Or in the case of the Sioux game, used so much effort, energy, and emotion to get back in that ball game that when the Sioux made a late surge, they couldn't hang with them. Depew, catch and shoot triple, rolls off no. Rahali rebound, blocked by Zeller. Matty goes back and gets it. Rahali playing on 2, less than 100% ankles. Home fans love the effort on Rahali. They'll be cheering him on though Wednesday when the Emeralds take on Negaunee in the Hockey 3 regionals. 9-6 Indians, 4:25 to go. Opening quarter, Dope. Triple no. Nice box out by Grafos. Turned over here. Different numbers with the charity night tonight for the Emeralds. We'll have to keep an eye on that. Blix, the takeaway. Blix looks up. Fade away. Good. Wyatt Demers, second bucket of the night. He's got 4. Indians holding a 1-point lead, 9-8. Indians working the offense in the half court. And a foul as Martin drove in. Going to be the second team foul on Manistique. First one on Wyatt Demers. Baseline inbound for Doak. Looks, goes topside to Martin, the freshman lefty. Exclusively with the varsity. Started the season with the JVs, then was playing his one quarter with the varsity and has slowly turned that into playing a full 4 quarters with the varsity and no JV time. And Liam Rao will check in for Newberry. 9-8. Grafos brings him up. High side Zeller bumped off. They're letting him play inside. Grafos 3, no. All the way back outside, he gets it. Swing to Blixt. The lefty, shot good for Bryce Blixt. He's got 5, and the Emeralds are back on top. Here comes Depew. Baseline, stolen. Grafos leaves it for Blixt, reach in foul. Then Rouse going to pick up a quick one. First sub of the night here. Again, I apologize. They did not give an updated roster with the special jerseys tonight. And the names and numbers don't match. Names on the back are the jersey sponsors or who they're playing in tribute of. Blixt, red hot. I believe that's Fladine into the ball game. And a timeout for the Indians. 14-9 as we step aside. It's M123 FM. Back here at the Boniface Gymnasium, 2:05 to go in the first. Bryce Blixt. Back-to-back trips down the floor. Has hit a triple just like the JV game. Manistique breaks open a tight one with the three-point shot. They lead it 14-9. They've rattled off 8 in a row. Here's Dope to Rao, tripped up baseline. Martin, 3, no. Battle for the rebound, Demers. He'll push it up, Blixt, red hot, and he's fouled from behind by Rao, who got tripped up and slid into him, and Liam Rao. I like to call him Mr. Heart and Hustle. He's got 2 quick fouls here. Rao has had this streak of games in the second half of the season where he just can't catch a break and always seems to find a foul. Had some tough calls go against him in games. Demers, little hook, good. Threw it in, posted up. 16-9, the Emeralds on top. Newberry's fast start has slowed down here as the Emeralds have started to catch fire. Stolen, layup the other way, and Depew knocks it away in a foul. So Depew gets that one, and all of a sudden the Indians with their 14th foul all in the last minute or so. I'm going to set Blixt up. Pulls up, mid-range, fadeaway, no. Somebody got a piece. Raholly the rebound. Kennedy Depew, right side. Works it up. Martin. And a loud Emeralds crowd. Their side of the bleachers below us packed. Student section over there full as well on Winterfest night. Benefit basketball night as well. Doak was fouled. What are we doing here? Merznick will come in for Demers. And they'll go. They're arguing over where the inbound is going to go. They'll go wing extended, quarter court to the near side. 50.6 to play in the first. Indians led it 9-8. Emeralds doing all the scoring since then. Depew, left hand, spins back. Needed a screen to free him up. Goes to Martin. Depew with 6, Doak with 3. That's the scoring for the Indians. Kennedy Depew, tough shot over Blixt. Zeller goes and gets the rebound. Transition opportunity here. Blixt hesitates. Spins back. They'll skip it. Wide open. Triple. Good. Fladine off the bench. Buries another. It's an 11-0 run. 3 triples in there. And a 19-9 lead. 3 seconds. Depew just got to pull up and makes it. Sometimes no offense is the best offense. 19-12 at the end of one. Emeralds on top with them 123 at that.
The Lewis County Veteran Services Office proudly advocates for our area veterans. Local Veteran Services Officer Rick Menard is ready to serve you. For all your veteran service needs, including claims, medical information, benefit coverage, and more, contact Rick Menard in the Lewis County Veteran Services Office at 293-4890. The Lewis County Veteran Services Office, proud supporters of our community.
Proudly attended Newberry every home and Alpha County bench.
The Fish and Hunt Shop in Curtis is your award-winning Ski-Doo, Sea-Doo, and Can-Am dealer. From the water to the trails, don't take your next trip without visiting the Fish and Hunt Shop in Curtis. From sales and service to rentals and accessories, the Fish and Hunt Shop in Curtis has everything you need for your next great adventure. The Fish and Hunt Shop on Main Street in Curtis or online at fishandhuntshop.com.
Back here in Manistique, 19-12 at the end of one. Emeralds scored 11 in a row to build a double-digit lead. Kennedy Depew snapped that streak with a triple off the backboard at the buzzer. Indians with the basketball right to left here. Indians trailing by 7. Entry into Rahali through the hands. Turnover. Team fouls, 4 for the Indians in the first, 3 for the Emeralds. Top scorers. Depew right now a game high 9. Bryce Blixt on the other end for the Emeralds with 8. Both teams been good with the three-pointer early on. Manistique with 3 in that 11-0 run. Shot, no, Zeller all over the bat. Makes it 21-12, the big fella. Drive and a block shot on Martin. Zeller gets the crowd into it. Inbound to Alex. Gives to Martin. Lefty. Freshman 3. No. Doak tips it. Alex. Kick out here. Depew. Too far. Alex on the backside. Good putback. Aguiar. Good. His first 2 of the night. The third different Indian to score. 21-14. 6:45 to go here. Second quarter as the Emeralds bring it down. Blue and white tonight on Cancer Awareness Night. Free throw line entry, travel. Zeller gets the baseline pass, and Zeller starting to pick apart the Indians inside. He's keeping them in front here. Early run and a lead to the Emeralds. Big run for the Indians to come back and take the lead. Then a big run by the Emeralds to get back in front.
Ready to move up front. Get there.
Here's Merznick. Fladine off the bench. Good first quarter. Merznick triple no. Doak the rebound. Outlet. Martin. And a whistle. And Kennedy Depew needs to lace up the old Nikes. There shouldn't be a substitution opportunity. They're technically not allowed to sub in that situation. It's an equipment stoppage. But we play on 23-16. They get Graffos back into the ball game. Shot wild. Zeller the big fella for Manistique, making it happen at both ends. Blix drive and kick. Zeller listed as 6'2", plays bigger than that with that frame. Here's Blix. Grafos thought about it, gives it up. Indians in a 2-3 zone. High screen. Blix, runner in the lane, fouled, and he's going to shoot. Bryce Blix leading the Emeralds right now. He's got 8. They lead it by 7, 23-16. Blix hits a pair. He's got a game high 10 now as Martin brings the Indians up the floor. Triple, no. Rebound taken by Manistique. They'll bring it the other way. Looking to add to a 9-point lead, 4:50 to go. First half baseline jumper, Blix, good. He is feeling it tonight. 27-16. Blix with 12. Emeralds lead by 11. Difference maker here in this one. Martin pulls up along 2. No. Rebound underneath. Rahali had it stripped away. Depew. And we got a foul. And it's on the Emeralds baseline. See who they call it on here. 15. Hard to read the numbers too. You got a blue number on a white and blue jersey. Demers is third. 27-16, 4:23. Top side, Blix goes up and gets it from Martin. Spin, layup, no. Zeller though, back to Blix. Misses a layup, almost got a 3 off of it. Here's Depew. Lob to Rahali, tipped. Poked away and a whistle. And a timeout for Nate Moulton. Oh no, injury stoppage. Is it a charge timeout? Doak is holding his head. Hamilton is in. It takes a transition opportunity away from the Indians. Doak might have got poked in the eye or something. Getting looked at by Nate Moulton and Ace Depew. Caden Hamilton comes in, and that's going to burn up his quarter here in the second. Up from the JVs tonight. Started tight in that one. It was a 1-point game midway through the third quarter for the Emeralds. Won it by 25. Right now, it's like two teams wrestling a greased pig. Emeralds will slow it down, try to settle in. 27-16. Skip, left wing to right corner, no. Merznick tried to go get it. Here's Martin. Indians running the floor. Martin pulls up, free throw line, good for the freshman, Keegan Martin. His first 2. 27-18. Lead back into single digits. Blix. Oh my goodness. Bryce Blix, money from 3. He's got 15 points, half of the Emeralds 30, and they lead by 12. Rahali fouled. Foul there on Flodine. Rahali sets here, shooting 2. First one good. Maddie on the board. He's got 3. Hits them both. Cuts it to a 10-point game. So the steal by Martin. Indians need a strong run here in the final 2.5 before the break. Martin drives, hammered. Rahali with Graphos all over him. Unbelievable. I said this during the JV game. I don't really have a dog in the fight at the end of the day. I cover teams and games in both towns. Do work for both schools and both communities, so I'm not going to be a homer. But the fouls, again, getting terrible here in the first half of the varsity, just like they got in the second half of the JV game. And it's just been inconsistent. There's stuff you'd normally see on a football field not getting called. And then stuff that you have no idea why the whistle's blowing, getting called. 30-20, 1:43 to go. Depew, corner, 3. That's a big one for the Indians. Kennedy Depew with 12. Indians within 7. And that's big because Doak is on the bench banged up. Diego Caballero battling a foot injury. Probably not going to play in this one. Really bothered him pregame and during the shoot around, both before and at halftime of the JV game. Zeller, layup on the back door. Zeller with 6. 32-23. 1:05 to go before halftime. Martin, Depew, thought about it. He's going to drive, kick. Caden Hamilton, corner 3, no. Rahali, Depew battling for it, and it's out of bounds for the Emeralds for 51.4. And Doak, good to see him come back. Hit a 3 early. Indians cannot afford to lose any bodies. They have Lewicki, Rahali, Pavey, and Caden Hamilton up from the JV game. They'll get a quarter apiece here in this one, and Hamilton is burning his here. Hand off here. Emerald's working around. Merznick, triple no. I think he's the only guy wearing his normal number besides Bryce Blix for the Emeralds. To the corner, knocked away, out of bounds. Baseline inbound from Doak. 18.9 to go before the break, 32-23. Martin, stolen by Blix. He'll slow it down for the last shot. Looks up at the clock. 10 seconds now. Crosses over. Going to drive, and he's fouled. It'll be Depew on the floor. Baseline inbound with 5.8 to play before the break. Wide open. Merznick, top side, 2. No good. Tipped out. Blitzed at the buzzer. Blocked. And that is how the half will end. 32-23. Emeralds getting a standing ovation. Both teams head to the locker room. They will look to make their adjustments and come back after the break. We will step aside at the half. 32-23 this week in high school sports is coming up. It's M123 FM.
The Lewis County Veteran Services Office proudly advocates for our area veterans. Local Veteran Services Officer Rick Menard is ready to serve you. For all your veteran service needs, including claims, medical information, benefit coverage, and more, contact Rick Menard in the Lewis County Veteran Services Office at 293-4890. The Lewis County Veteran Services Office, proud supporters of our community.
Louisiana Pacific Corporation in Newberry proudly supports the communities that we call home. They're Michigan's only manufacturer of LP SmartSide siding and trim. And just like our local sports teams, Louisiana Pacific Corporation is committed to teamwork and safety and getting the job done the right way. Louisiana Pacific Corporation in Newberry wishes all of the area athletes best of luck this season.
Hey, local sports fans, the high school football season is finally here, and you do not want to miss a single second of the action, especially because you can't see. Call my good friend Dr. Derek Dake in the Northern Lights Vision Center. They'll help you see clearly all school year long so you don't miss a moment of the action. Dr. Derek Dake in the Northern Lights Vision Center, Newberry, Munising, St. Ignace. Call 906-291-2015. The Fish and Hunt Shop in Curtis is your award-winning Ski-Doo, Sea-Doo, and Can-Am dealer. From the water to the trails, don't take your next trip without visiting the Fish and Hunt Shop in Curtis. From sales and service to rentals and accessories, the Fish and Hunt Shop in Curtis has everything you need for your next great adventure. The Fish and Hunt Shop on Main Street in Curtis or online at fishandhuntshop.com. Hitting the road to cheer on the Emeralds? Make Zephyr Fuel in Manistique your one-stop shop with gas, goodies, groceries, and more. For convenience, low prices, and great selections, shop your local family-owned Zephyr Fuel on Chippewa Avenue in Manistique.
The UP Trading Company and Exclusive Moose, two local shops under new ownership on Newberry Avenue, featuring a unique furniture selection from rustic and log furniture to dressers, sectionals, upholstery, and Uber light lamps. Next door in the gift shop, you will find t-shirts and sweatshirts, Stormy Cromer hats, gloves, and custom-made items, lotions, handcrafted soaps, candles, and sensational jewelry. It's at the Exclusive Moose and UP Trading Company, downtown Newberry, and follow us on Facebook at UP Trading and Exclusive Moose LLC.
The Lewis County Veteran Services Office proudly advocates for our area veterans. Local Veteran Services Officer Rick Menard is ready to serve you. For all your veteran service needs, including claims, medical information, benefit coverage, and more, contact Rick Menard in the Lewis County Veteran Services Office at 293-4890. The Lewis County Veteran Services Office, proud supporters of our community.
We are here at the half, 5:55 to go in the halftime break. 32-23, Emeralds on top. Bryce Blix leads the Emeralds a game high, 15 points. Kennedy DePew with 12 to lead the Indians. Tomorrow night, boys and girls basketball, Emeralds both will be in action. Boys taking on Bark River Harris. I believe the girls are here, or maybe vice versa. Newberry girls will host St. Ignace Wednesday night. We'll be back here in Manistique. It's the pre-regional round for the hockey team. The Emeralds will host Negaunee at the Little Bear West Arena. Audio only broadcast for us due to postseason broadcast rules for the Michigan High School Athletic Association. But I hope that you guys can join us for that Wednesday night, 7 o'clock, the puck drop, I believe. Come cheer on the Emeralds as they look to win and advance to Friday's regional semifinals. We step aside. It is M123 FM in my Manistique.
An amazing streak continues on the wrestling mat, and we're less than a week away from the start of a revamped hockey tournament. I'm John Ross, and this is This Week in High School Sports, powered by Michigan Student Aid. The MHSAA Ice Hockey Tournament bracket is set, and you'll notice some changes from last year's bracket. This year, the entire tournament is seeded using MPR. Each of the 3 divisions contains 8 regions with up to 8 teams in a region. The highest seeded team in a region will play the lowest seeded team, and so on. Last year, only the top 2 teams in each region were seeded. Also new this year, the teams will be reseeded following the quarterfinals. The Ice Hockey Seeding Committee will take all 4 semifinalist teams and reseed them 1 through 4. The 1 seed will play the 4, the 2 seed will play the 3, with the winners meeting in the finals. Last year, there was no reseeding at the semifinal level. The way divisions are broken up this year is also new. Standalone and co-op programs will be rank ordered by enrollment, but on separate lists. The top 1/3 from each list will make up Division 1, the middle third from each will be Division 2, and the bottom third from each list will comprise Division 3. This change is expected to rebalance the divisions, as Division 1 had been primarily made up of co-op teams in the past. Staying the same from past years, a coin flip will determine the home team for each game. The first regional games will drop the puck on February 20th. The semifinals are March 9th and 10th, with the finals on Saturday, March 11th. All of the semifinals and finals action from USA Hockey Arena in Plymouth will be available on the NFHS Network and the MHSAA Championship Radio Network. For brackets, scores, and more, be sure to check out MHSAA.com. Game balls this week go to Davison's Greg Lawson. The sophomore tallied a triple-double, 32 points, 12 assists, and 11 rebounds, and a 5-overtime win over Flint Hamady. The 94-90 victory came in the Cardinal Classic Final. To the Gibraltar Carlson competitive cheer team, who knocked off 3-time reigning Division II state champion Allen Park on way to the championship of the Downriver League. And to the Holt wrestling team, they captured their 37th straight district title. Yes, 37 in a row by knocking off Grand Ledge in the finals. The last time Holt failed to win a wrestling district title, 1986, when That's What Friends Are For was the #1 song.
For high school seniors, the matchup of the year isn't on the field. It's actually online. That's right. When you fill out the FAFSA, the free application for federal student aid, you could also be eligible for thousands of dollars in additional money from the Michigan Achievement Scholarship. Yep, nearly 80% of students who fill out the FAFSA may be eligible. Now that's a matchup we can all root for. Get started today at michigan.gov/achievement. The Michigan Achievement Scholarship. It's a game changer.
Our weekly Be the Referee feature takes a look at the fine art of officiating with registered official Paige Winnie.
We are in the pool today, nearing the end of our 100-yard freestyle race. To finish a race and record a time, a swimmer can either touch the touchpad or the finish end, i.e. the wall around the touchpad. If the touchpad is contacted in a time recorded, great. That's all the officials need. But what happens if I hit the touchpad and the time doesn't stop? Or if I touch the wall just above the touchpad? In these instances, the officials go to a backup timer, and the backup timer for that swimmer will be used as their race time. The backup timer operates for all races, but is only used in the event of a touchpad malfunction or a swimmer hitting the finish end. A majority of the time, it's not even needed, but it's good to have for instances like these.
Thanks, Paige. Now more than ever, we need officials. If you're interested, go to the MHSAA website now to register. If you aren't following the MHSAA on social media, what are you waiting for? It's a great way to keep up with everything going on at the MHSAA. Looking for tournament updates, event announcements, or links to stories? Then check out our Facebook or Twitter accounts. Instagram and TikTok is where you will find our weekly Performance of the Week feature and other behind-the-scenes content. YouTube has tons of historic MHSAA finals archived. Look for classic matchups and rewatch some great games. MHSAA social media is the best way to connect with us every day. So make sure you follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. With winter tournaments just getting started, you don't want to miss a thing. You've been listening to This Week in High School Sports, powered by Michigan Student Aid, a production of the MHSAA Network. Thanks for joining us. I'm John Ross, and we'll see you next week.
Back here in Manistique, third quarter just underway, 32-23. Emeralds with the ball. Wyatt Demers, a running shot, no good. Rebound tipped back out. Zeller missed the layup. Aguiar tracks it down. Lobs it. Doak hands to Depew. 7:30 to go, third quarter. 32-23. Doak, triple. No. Raffos with it. He'll send it through the hands of Merznick. Saved by Zeller. Emeralds will reset. 32-23. Post entry. Zeller hesitates. Bank shot. The big fella has 8 now. Bryce Blix to game high 15. Kennedy Depew leads Newberry with 12. Difference here, the next highest Newberry scorer has 4, while the Emeralds have 2 with 6 and 1 with 8. 3 for Keegan Martin. Martin with 5 makes it a 34-26 ball game. Here's Demers off a screen. 3 if it goes. No. Dope. Rebound. Tipped over to Alex. Aguiar, nice job there. Drive. Martin. And 1 for Keegan Martin. Just like the JV game. Hit a big shot. Come back down. Make a big play. And it cuts that early deficit down, and Martin can complete the three-point play. 34-28. No. Rebound. Kept alive. Zeller with it. Goes to Graffos. Graffos leaves it for Demers. Now Graffos looks, fires in Demers. No! Missing another wide open layup. And they have perfectly executed those sets a couple of times, but haven't finished. Depew, Doak, triple, baseline short. Graffos pushes it up. Merznick, Zeller, no on the layup, tip on the follow, yes. 36-28, 5:35 to go here in the third. Here's Martin, handcuffed. Doak looks, goes to Rahali. Inside Alex in the post. Poked away. Back to Depew, right wing. Depew and Blix, the two top guns going at each other. Now Martin waits. Martin's ability to drive the ball and get to the rim the second half of the season has been huge. Running shot, no from Doak. Transition, Merznick. Open layup. Pulls up. And it's good. And Nate Moulton is going to take another timeout. You may only have one left after this. A full timeout. We'll step aside. 38-28. Emeralds on top. With M123 FM at
Dr. Kevin Bryant, orthopedic foot and ankle surgeon at Helen Newberry Joy Hospital and Healthcare Center, is excited to come to work every day because not only does he know he can help patients with foot and ankle injuries, he knows Helen Newberry Joy has the latest tools in medicine.
The equipment that we have is all brand new. You know, we have a brand new C-arm, which is an x-ray machine in the operating room that takes a real-time x-ray so that when the surgeon's in there putting in metal, repairing fractures, putting in a new joint, things like that, you need really good quality images.
And it's one more service for Helen Newberry Joy patients that's now close to home.
You know, a young man fell and fractured the ankle. We fixed it within about 2 weeks. If this would have been a year ago, the patient would have had to go to somewhere else not close to home and keep him here within the community, which I think people will appreciate.
Your health, our passion.
And they're making these investments for the future for the patients of the community. We can get them in fast, get them treated so that they can get back to sports and get back to work.
Helen Newberry Joy Hospital and Healthcare Center.
Back here in Manistique, midway through the third quarter, 38-28. Emeralds on top. Little one-man pressure just to slow the pace. Emeralds leading it. Newberry one lead early in the first quarter. They went on top 9-8 when the Emeralds ran off 11 in a row. Martin hammered from behind. Raholly hammered on the way up. Terrible. Emerald scrambled to save it. Here's Graffos on the drive. Bump, leaves it. Merznick, triple good. 41-28, largest lead of the night. And they're getting rowdy here at the Boniface Gymnasium. Martin, step back, triple. Tried the big answer, Zeller. Soares for the rebound. Gives to Graffos. Emerald's trying to break this thing wide open here in the third. Merznick, short jumper, no. Raholly the rebound. He'll go to Depew. 12 in the first half for Kennedy. Nothing yet here in the third. Leaves it for Raholly. Backs down Graffos. Kick back. Depew. Too hard. No good. Zeller gets the board. Goes to Blixt, and Bryce will push the tempo. Game high 15 for Bryce Blixt. And he adds, oh no. Third wide open missed layup this half. Here's Doak. Three. Flat footed, no. Indians pushing but can't get anything to go. Blixt off a bump from Depew, who's holding his face. He wanted to lean in. Depew going to walk back to the bench. Shouldered in the face. And Kennedy Depew, I believe, is going to get a quick breather here so they can check on him. Liam Rao back into the ball game. Baseline inbound, Demers to Graffos. To Zeller, wide open to Demers. Another miss. Layup, put back good. Emeralds up by 15. Martin fakes the pass. Fadeaway, back iron, no. Raholly hits the deck. Transition. Blix poked away, got it back. No look pass to the corner. Demers, free ball, no. Zeller the rebound. Flip to Demers, no. Graffos comes around. Raholly shakes it off. Brings him up the floor. 2:08 to go. Third quarter, Emeralds by 15. 43-28. Stolen. And Demers can't control it. Out of bounds. Back to the Indians. 1:57 to go in the second. Rao, Dope, Aguiar, Martin, and Raholly. Manistique side, Fladine, Demers, Blix, Graffos, and Zeller. Martin, nice hesitation, fouled by Zeller. And now Manistique not happy with one. Martin with a pair of big free throws here, trying to start the comeback climb. 1:48 to go in the third, 43-28. Another night for the short-handed Indians. No Caballero. They're battling a foot injury. Felt a lot of discomfort early before the JV game. Tried to give it another go at halftime. Could not. And the Indians, I don't think have played a full-strength varsity game in about a month. Multiple players leaving the program, I think 4 in total. Just packed up their things, and took their ball and went home. 2 guys splitting time with other sports, and then a rash of injuries. Raholly on the ankles. Dope was battling one earlier. Transition layup good for the Emeralds. Aguiar's been in and out. Timeout. Nate Moulton not happy. 45-28, 1:13 to go in the third. We step aside.
The family's visit to the forest inspired a beautiful question. Mother, mother, am I a tree? You tell me to stand tall. You tell me to stay rooted. I think I am a tree. My child, of course you are. But what kind of tree will you be? The kind to hug or the kind to climb? Doesn't matter what you choose, so long as you choose to be a tree that's kind.
Make the forest part of your story at a park near you. Find one at discovertheforest.org.
The Lewis County Veteran Services Office proudly advocates for our area veterans. Local Veteran Services Officer Rick Menard is ready to serve you. For all your veteran service needs, including claims, medical information, benefit coverage, and more, contact Rick Menard in the Lewis County Veteran Services Office at 293-4890. The Lewis County Veteran Services Office, proud supporters of our community.
Indians bring the ball up. They're down a game-high 17 points with 1 minute to go here in the third. Stolen. Broken up by Demers. Taken by Fladine. Inside. And Alex Aguilar going to get a foul call. Just haven't gone the way of the orange and black tonight. .4, foul on the floor. Second on Alex, third on Newberry as a team, who made a quick run to get it down to 6 early in the quarter, and then the Emeralds, who've had two huge runs, one late in the first into the second, and one late in the second, or late here in the third. Travel called. But now the Emerald fans and players getting a little restless. It's about a 2 stars out of 5 performance for the officiating crew tonight. Martin, corner, 3, good. With 15 seconds left, Indians cut it to 14. Emerald's going to take the last shot here. Graffos will back it way outside. Gets a high screen from Zeller. Hesitate. Graffos wanted the roll. Shot no good. Buzzer beater, no. And we will go to the final quarter. 45-31. Emeralds on top as we go to the fourth with that 123 FM.
The UP Trading Company and Exclusive Moose, 2 local shops under new ownership on Newberry Avenue, featuring a unique furniture selection from rustic and log furniture to dressers, sectionals, upholstery, and Uber light lamps. Next door in the gift shop, you will find t-shirts and sweatshirts, Stormy Cromer hats, gloves, and custom-made items, lotions, handcrafted soaps, candles, and sensational jewelry. It's at the Exclusive Moose and UP Trading Company, downtown Newberry, and follow us on Facebook at UP Trading and Exclusive Moose, LLC.
Hitting the road to cheer on the Emeralds? Make Zephyr Fuel in Manistique your one-stop shop with gas, goodies, groceries, and more. For convenience, low prices, and great selections, shop your local family-owned Zephyr Fuel on Chippewa Avenue in Manistique.
Going to be Newberry basketball to start the fourth. Dan Hardenbrook, glad to have you along. M123 FM and My Manistique from the Boniface Gymnasium here in the Emerald City. Final 8 minutes underway. Indians trailing 45-31 in front of a packed house here in Manistique. Trying to help the Emeralds hang on. Martin's got to make movies in the paint. And there it is. 3 seconds. 2/3 of the town here in Manistique calling that one from the bleachers. Newberry not doing themselves any favors, starting the fourth with a turnover. Graffos gets it across. Zeller, skip to Blitz. Skip back to Graffos. Shot fake, drive, jump step good for Parker Graffos. His first 2 points of the night. Blix with 15, Zeller with 10, Demers with 8, and Merznick with 7. Newberry, 12 from Depew, 10 from Martin, and then they drop all the way down to 4 for Raholly and 3 from Doak. But Maddie can add to it here. Matthew Raholly, Indians basketball, Emeralds hockey. He's got eyes on him from both towns here tonight. Short shot. Raholly's been battling sprains on both ankles. Stepped on a teammate's foot in a practice a couple weeks ago, then sprained the other one in a game not too long after. He's missed about 3 weeks worth of time. 47-32. Inside Demers, no. Rebound, gotta be off of Manistique, and it is. Oh, and they call a foul from behind the play, backside, opposite of the ball. Emeralds will get it back. It's on Doak. Inside Zeller. Mismatch on the guard, Martin. Way in for Zeller, who's got 12, and the Emeralds are back up 17. Here's Depew. Curl around. Raholly, fade away at the right elbow, short. Zeller the rebound. 6:28 to go. Emeralds in transition to Merznick, good. Depew back the other way. Leads for Martin. On a screen from Doak. Denied. Doak takes it. Guarded by Zeller. Oh my, skips it all the way across to Rao. Here's Depew. 6 minutes to go. Emeralds by 19. Depew, fadeaway, no. Graffos, armbars Raholly. Rebound to the Emeralds in transition. Merznick fakes one way, back the other. Layup's good, and the Indians have shut it down. Martin drive. No call either way. Probably could have been a charge. Frustration starting to show. And a whistle, and that will be a timeout. And with 5:27 to go, down by 21. I believe that's it for Nate Bolton on the timeouts. We'll step aside. 30-second timeout with M123.
Hey, Manistique, this is where the Emeralds shine brightest. Why listen when you can watch? Catch live video of local sports only with My Manistique.
Emeralds lead at 53-32. It was as close as 6 in the third quarter. This thing looked a lot like the JV game. Tight early. Nice run by Manistique. Newberry fights back. Then a huge explosion. And you look up, and all of a sudden Manistique leads it by 20 plus. They've made life difficult for Newberry in both games here tonight. Turnover. Back the other way. Knocked out of bounds. Ball back here. Shot. Rattles off. No. Depew brings it up in a 53-32 game. 5 minutes to go. Dope leads with a little elbow on the screen. Here's Rao. Here's Graphos across. Blitz. Graphos. Skip. Layup. Good. Graphos to the rack again. Lead has climbed to a 23-point margin and a carry on Martin. Oh, no look transition. Worked around back to Blix. That is a thing of beauty from the Emeralds, who now lead at 58-32. Doak's layup won't go. Battle for the rebound. Jump ball, I think, called. No, 34, Doak with the foul. And he's down talking to the other official. Manistique will start emptying the bench. Zeller and Merznick out. Berge. They didn't catch who else had come in. Inbound here in a 58-32 ball game. Drive, Graphos, no. Doak the rebound. Skipped ahead, tipped. Rahali slips in, layup good, and a foul from 75 feet away. This is going to send Matty Rahali to the line, and Todd Kangas is laughing about it. In a tighter ball game, he'd probably be more heated. Kangas says that might be the furthest call from the basket in history. Rolled home, 3-point play for Rahali. Good to see Matty back and getting through a full game in this one. He's got 8. The problem is the Emeralds have 4 guys with at least 8 points. Drive, Berge. Layup, good. They're all getting in on the action. 60-35. And the JV is going to come in for the Indians as Nate Moulton empties his bench. Lewicki, Pavey, Rahali. Caden Hamilton played his 1 quarter earlier. We'll also go Alex Aguiar and Liam Rao. Starters done for the Emeralds in a 60-35 game. Not all the starters. They still got Demers in there. See if we can try to match up some numbers. We've got a 22, which is not Elmer Zeller. We've got an 11, Isaiah Bro. A 21, Blake Mason up from the JV, splitting time with the varsity. 11, maybe Britt Frayne. So both teams with their leftover JVs. Mason tries to tip it home. Taken by Demers. Bank shot. Spinning in. And the Emeralds with 2.5 to go lead at 62-35. Bank shot won't go. That sums up the night. Berge. Lost the handle. Aguiar reach. They're at the point now where you're not going to see much unless it's blatant. As time ticks away, lob to Mason, tipped out. Emeralds, impressive here. Their Winterfest celebration will end with a win. Foul underneath on the rebound. Subs will come in. 15, Trayton Singley. 30, Michael Boucher. And we get a timeout with 1:45 to go in a 62-35 ball game.
Louisiana Pacific Corporation in Newberry proudly supports the communities that we call home. They're Michigan's only manufacturer of LP SmartSide siding and trim. And just like our local sports teams, Louisiana Pacific Corporation is committed to teamwork and safety and getting the job done the right way. Louisiana Pacific Corporation in Newberry wishes all of the area athletes best of luck this season.
All right, 1:45 to go. Coach Kangas told the official a couple of minutes ago that it might be the worst far distance foul call in the history of basketball. Well, that might be the most useless timeout. We've got his young guys on the floor. 1:45 to go, 62-35, and they blew the whistle. Baby the travel. Sir Coach, though, in his defense, trying to draw something up for one of his guys. Here's Singley. Works it to Mason. Back to Singley. Carry around here. JVs. 3 JVs plus an end of the bench varsity pair. 64-35. Here's Rao. 1:09 to go. Almost stolen away in a sliding foul. And now the whistles are piling up. Garrett Lewicki catches the inbound. Indians got 3 different jersey styles out there. Pavey, skip, Rao, travel, bump, foul, travel off of the check. That would have looked good across the street at the Little Bear or on Coach Pugh's football field. Under a minute to go. I think they're looking for Singley. 3 ball. There it is. Bank open for Trayton Singley. Well, that's exactly what it was for. Timeout to draw a play to get Singley a shot, and he hits it. Davey looks. Step through. Poked away. Drive. Lands on the back of an Emerald player. Coach Kangas going to come out holding his arm. .7 to play. It is Emerald basketball. They called jump ball, I do believe. And Singley may get another one here. Up the floor. Emeralds bring it up with 14 seconds. Cancer cause awareness night. Indians battle and they'll call a foul with 8 seconds left. Don't quit, guys like Rao or Alex Aguiar. Inbound. Bushy. Through. Stolen by Lewicki. Up to Alex. Alex. Runner. No. And Manistique walks away winners here tonight. 67-35 is your final. And they will head to the exits with the Emeralds taking home the win. Our next broadcast, Wednesday night. It's the MHSAA pre-regional round for hockey. Emeralds hosting Negaunee. Winner will advance to play Sault Ste. Marie in the regional semifinals Friday night. Join us Wednesday, Little Bear West Arena. Cheer them on in person. If you can't make it, watch and listen to us on M123 FM and my Manistique. Have a great night from the Boniface Gymnasium. Emeralds win this one as they defeat the Indians.